What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, and welcome back to another part of our OU Pokemon Showdown session. I don't know why I am talking so slow. I should probably pick it up a little bit. Oh my god, that is annoying. I need to stop. Calm down. Alright, so we're here for part 3, and so far we got 2 victories somehow in OU. I am out of challenges, unfortunately. So we only got 2 this time, that kind of stinks, but we're going to hop on the ladder for a little bit for the last 3 parts and just kind of test our luck. Now, before we get started today, if you guys can, if you haven't done so already, and you would like to show some support to the channel and the series, all that good stuff, all you got to do is click that thumbs up button right below this video, just a friendly reminder that it does really help out a lot. I do appreciate when you guys do that, and I also appreciate when you stop and, you know, take a minute of your time to leave a comment, leave me with your thoughts, some feedback. Tell me something that you're enjoying, leave some suggestions for me, whatever it may be. I do read all of your comments. I do try to respond to as many people as possible. I try to reinforce that on as many videos as I can, because a lot of people seem to think that I don't, or not that I don't, but a lot of YouTubers don't respond to comments and that kind of thing. I don't know where I'm going with that. Let's just get into the battle, shall we? Showdown is having a heart attack. Clefable is the only one that's having a good time right now. There we go. Alright, so Gyarados is still frozen. So we got Excadrill, Volcarona, Lucario, which obviously can't be Mega, Gyarados, which could be Mega, and then Clefable and Gengar. So very threatening team. Very, very threatening team. Leads. I'm going to say the Clefable. So with that being said, I'm going to lead off with Scizor here. Gengar, okay. Well, that's just gonna die to a knockoff. If you have, unless it's sashed, obviously. If you have Will-O-Wisp, I'm not too afraid because we do have Ego with the Heal Bell, so I can play a little bit more recklessly as far as that is concerned. Let's go for the knockoff here. Let's give this guy a good luck, have fun. We do see the sash. It brings him down to 1%, or 1 HP rather, as he just goes for the Shadow Ball. Fair enough. Fair enough. Now, the problem is, I'm going to have to take another Shadow Ball, and I guarantee you he will get max damage, and it'll just kill me. And I need this Scizor because I don't really have anything to check that Clefable otherwise. This is probably Magic Guard, maybe, so we can't even get, you know, burns on it or anything. Gyarados, that's going to be a problem. Well, to be fair, I guess we don't really need the Scizor for that much more, but having the priority is going to help. Yeah, I guess we have to go for a knockoff. It's always going to switch out into the Lucario, get a justified boost, which really stinks, but we're going to knock off his Life Orb. That doesn't really help us a whole lot. We have to go into Frank here, get an Intimidate off, get him back down to regular attack. And he's going to go for the Swords Dance. That is scary as anything. That is really scary. Are you going to go for an Extreme Speed? Huh. Maybe. Maybe. I mean, we can't kill you with an Extreme Speed. If you go for Close Combat, I'm pretty sure that just kills everything on my team except for Ego here. Let's see. Let's just go for... Let's go for a Flare Blitz to try to kill this thing. He does go for the Close Combat. Wow! Frank is able to take that somehow and kill this thing. So Gengar is pretty much out of the picture, and by pretty much I mean almost out of the picture. Lucario is gone. The Gengar is going to come out here to finish us off. There's really not much I can do about it, which really stinks because he's got a couple of things on this team I would really like to burn. And it does not appear as though we're going to be able to do that. And we can come back in with the... Let's see. We can come in with the Scizor here to go for the Bullet Punch, but depending on what kind of set that Gyarados is, and judging by the rest of his team, I'm going to say it's a defensive set. He doesn't really have many defensive Pokemon. So that can kind of force us out and cause some problems. What we can do is come in with Spooner because we outspeed. Alright, so let's go for Morning Sun. Yeah, he's going to finish us off. That's fine. There's really not much I can do about that. We can go into Spooner. We can get a Protect off to make sure, because I'm modest, so we want to make sure that we are faster than this thing, because the chances are is that it's timid. So he may sack it. I'm not sure. Maybe, could you be scarfed? Is that possible? You switched out last time after just using Shadow Ball. He's going to switch out here into the Clefable as we go for the Protect. Okay, fair enough. Shall we see how much Psyshock does? Yeah, let's go for the Psyshock. That does 44% as we see the T-Wave. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I really don't like that. We're going to go into Ego here and get that out of the way immediately. He gets a crit on the Moonblast, which is kind of unfortunate, but we have lefties getting some of that HP back for us. Heal Bell it is. We do need to try to get Rocks up, because that would be a dead Gengar, and then the Volcarona is going to be in trouble too. We really need to try to do that. Alright, top priority from here on out is to get Rocks up. The problem is, how are we going to get this Mamoswine in safely? That's what I'm worried about. The fact that that Psyshock only did 44% to Clefable too is kind of worrisome. We see the Balloon Excadrill. Balloon Excadrill, okay. And the way you're bringing it in here, I'm assuming that you are... What do you call it? I don't know. Packing the Iron Head. There we go. I just had a little bit of a derp session there. Unfortunately, we don't have Intimidate anymore because Elio is not packing the Intimidate. We have the Moxie instead. Yeah, this is not the best situation to be in because he can get off his free Swords Dance, and I don't like that one bit. I don't like that at all. I feel like he's just gonna go straight up for that. I really don't have a switch in. I really don't. As sad as that is, he's not gonna go for the EQ. So you know what? We're going to go into Elio. That's really the only play that I see happening here. There is the Iron Head. Thankfully, he did not take the opportunity to go for a Swords Dance. That would have been the worst possible scenario. Now, we are running max speed. So let's just check... let's just check Excadrill really fast. 88 speed. So if he's running Jolly max speed, he does outspeed us because we're base 81. If he's running Adamant, then he's going to outspeed us. Or, I'm sorry, if he's running Adamant, then we outspeed him. If that makes any sense. If that makes any sense whatsoever. I think Waterfall is a safe play here. Looking at this team, nothing really wants to take that other than maybe the Gyarados, which we may see come in here. I'm afraid of the Rock Slide, so I do have to go for the Waterfall. Yeah, oh, the Clefable's going to come in and take 34%. Okay, you're definitely... What do you call it? You are definitely physically defensive. If I've ever seen that. We're going to take this opportunity to go out into Mamoswine. I'm going to predict a T-Wave here. He may predict that and go for a Moonblast, which would be fine because it's not going to kill. And he's going to get a bunch of lefties recovery because I would like to go for Rocks. As long as that Gengar and the Volcarona are there. Yeah. Oh, he goes for the Moonlight. Okay, fair enough. But I still... What do you have that can get rid of Rocks? Oh, he's got this. Okay, he doesn't have a Defogger, but he's got Rapid Spin. I still think I want to get up Rocks here. The Gyarados is going to come out, get an Intimidate off as we set up the Rocks. Is that really the best scenario for us? Not really. He's going to get up a free Dragon Dance. I don't like that one bit. I don't have much to stop him. I really don't, unless for some reason Spooner outspeeds and can disable the Dragon Dance. But Waterfall still kills. So that is not good. I guess we're going out into our own Gyarados to try to set up alongside him. Or maybe even get off a Stone Edge. I hope you have Ice Fang. I really hope you're not packing the Stone Edge. If you do, I think we just die here. We need to try to get some damage off. No, he goes for the taunt. Predict. Oh my goodness, and the Stone Edge misses. No. No. Alright, so he has taunt, Dragon Dance, probably Waterfall, EQ. He might not have the Stone Edge here. That's terrible. That was not going to kill in any universe, I don't think. Because I didn't get up any kind of boost. But that would have done a nice chunk to the point where Quick Attack maybe would have killed, depending on what his spread is. Man, that is frustrating. We have to go for it again. He's going to switch out into the Clefable this time, which we see is unaware because he takes damage from the rocks. That did 30%. Are you going to T-Wave? That is the question. Are you going to be that person in T-Wave, or are you going to just Moonlight here? I don't know. Or are you going to go back into the Gyarados? That would stink. That would really stink. No, so we know that Gyarados can't touch us now, so that is at least good. He does go for the Moonlight, predicting this to come in, which is not a bad prediction. Icicle Spear will hit this for good damage. We can't EQ because he's got an Air Balloon. It won't really hit Volcarona for good damage, but it still might be able to kill, depending on how many hits we get because of the Stealth Rocks. I'm going to go for the Icicle Spear. We'll see. We shall see how this works out here. I'm really upset about that Stone Miss. Granted, he's going to take 25% when he comes back in with the Gyarados, but that may have been enough to kill. I don't know. So we get a good 50% because we get 5 hits off as he goes for the Flamethrower, which does not do much because we are protected by Thick Fat. I'm actually not carrying the Oblivious. Sometimes I like to carry Oblivious on Mamoswine just because it allows you to get Stealth Rock up through Taunt. You can't be taunted. But it works better in mixed tier matches because in OU there tends to be a lot of, you know, the top of the ladder type of players. They're not. It just you need the Thick Fat more. What can I say? What can I say? We have to go for the Icicle Spear again because he still has a couple immunities to EQ. And yeah, we're not going to get the kill. We get close, but the lefties, it looks like, saved him as he goes for the Moonlight. This is not putting us in a good position. Are you going to go for the Flamethrower again? Maybe you will. I can't really risk that. Now that I know that he has it, I can't really switch in Scizor. That will not be a great thing to do. Actually, you know what? We're going to send in Spooner here. No, he's just going to go for Moonlight again. But we can deal a decent amount of damage with Psyshock to just about anything on his team. Even this, that Excadrill will take a nice chunk of damage. Volcarona is just going to get one-shotted with the rocks. Gyarados, I don't think gets one-shotted. He's just going to stay and take the 43%. Goes for the T-Wave. Is that really all you're going to do is just T-Wave me? Really? I should have Protect disabled. Why didn't I do that? Why did I not do that? I'm going to go for the Psyshock again. See what he does. We need to really hope we don't get fully parried. Is that worth it? No, he goes for the Moonblast. Gets the special attack drop. Of course he does. He has to go for Moonlight now, otherwise I'm going to kill him. So we're going to go into our Togekiss. That was a bad play on my part. I needed to Protect disable that T-Wave. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. How many times has he used Moonlight, by the way? Let's just double check, because it has 8 PP, so he's got 1. I'm thankful that he's at least carrying the Moonlight and not the Soft Boiled. Pretty sure Soft Boiled has more. So we got 1, 2, 3. Is that it? Did he only use it 3 times? That's 4, 5. Nope, it looks like just the 5 times, if I'm not mistaken. So he has 3 more uses of it. I wish I could give him some kind of status condition because he's unaware, and obviously, you know, Toxic or Willow would be doing lots of fun stuff to him. We're going to go for the Heal Bell here. As he switches out into the Excadrill to take the Rocks damage, which isn't much. Iron Head, I think, just one-shots us because we're specially defensive. We have no investment in our physical defense and all that jazz. He may predict, let's see. What are you going to predict to come in? I don't really know. Maybe this and go for a, I don't know. What would you go for? A Rock Slide? Yeah, that's going to do a butt ton of damage. To be fair, Rock Slide is his best play. It's neutral on everything. Let's go for the Air Slash. Yeah, he does go for the Rock Slide. That was a good play. That's not a kill. And he gets the flinch. Are you kidding me? With this RNG. Stop it. Stop it. I'm going to Air Slash again. We need to break this balloon. We need to break this balloon. And I don't have a switch in anyway. I really don't. Now he can just go for the Iron Head. Yep, he does. And he kills us so we don't get the heal bell up. Are you kidding me? I'm so salty about that freaking whatchamacallit. Oh, we did get the heal bell off. Never mind. So salty about that. Just, I don't know. All of it. I'm salty about everything, guys. What can I say? What can I say? We're going to go in with Gyarados here. You're not one-shotting us with a Rock Slide from full HP. So, I don't know what you would want to go into. But we're going for the Dragon Dance. He goes for the Rapid Spin to get rid of the rocks. And he does outspeed, so he's jolly max speed. We know that. Now you're just going to die to a waterfall. You have to know that, so the Gyarados may come in. Because there's no more rocks. I don't know. I don't know. The flinch, I shouldn't be lingering on that. See what he wants to do. The Gengar could come in as fodder, maybe? No, the Clefable's just going to come out. That's a 2-hit. It's not a 2-hit KO. Are you kidding me? +1 is not a 2-hit KO on this thing? That is not okay. That is not okay at all. We're going to have to go out in a Mamoswine here. He's going to try to T-Wave, which I knew that was coming. That's why I switched into the Mamoswine. We're going to set up rocks again. Because the rocks are essential here. We need this Gengar to be dead when it comes back in. We need this Volcarona to have some damage on it. That way, if it does get up a Quiver Dance, that we can hopefully kill it with a priority move. Quick Attack will be great for that. And having this Gyarados not be, which I think it's at full HP. Yeah, it is. That would be helpful. See what he wants to do now. He is running out of Moonlights. I think he has 3 left. I think as we counted, it was... Yeah, he used it 5 times. He goes for the Moon Blast, which does a nice chunk of damage. And... that puts me in a bit of a rough spot. I don't know if I want this thing to go down. Because then he can come in and T-Wave anything that he wants. And I'm not a fan of that. No, let's Icicle Spear. Let's try to get as much damage off as we can. Please more than 2 hits. 3 hits. Okay, that's fair enough. He goes for the Moonlight. He wants to be at max HP, so be it. We'll go for the Icicle Spear again. He's going to finish us off with what do you call it? A Moonblast here, or a Flamethrower maybe. Maybe. Now, we could be a little bit cheeky and come in with the Scizor to bluff the Bullet Punch and then U-turn, as the Mamoswine is going to go down, so he'll be free to T-Wave anything that he wants. We could be cheeky and bring in the Scizor here. Now, what I really want to do is I want to see, as my mouse is freaking out, I want to see how much I want to see how much Psyshock was doing earlier on in the match. Can we come in and just kill this thing? I don't know that we can. 44%, I don't trust that at all. I don't trust that. Because he can come in with that Gyarados. And that scares me. Yeah, we're going to do it anyway. I don't feel like I have a better play. I mean, I could come in and protect Disable, but then what? He can switch in this thing, which I don't think we can 2-hit KO with Psyshock. I don't think. I don't think we can. Bullet Punch it is. Should have went for the U-turn. He's going to sacrifice that. He's going to sacrifice that, and he's going to get a free switch into something. I knew that was going to happen. Alright, the Excadrill's going to come in now. Do we need this thing for anything? I don't know that we do. I kind of want to just... I mean, does it really matter that we break the balloon? Is that really necessary? He's not going to go for the EQ with Gyarados around. He's probably going to go for the Rock Slide. Let's see how much this does. 35%. Pops the balloon, which is cool, as he gets a rapid spin off. No, 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 no. That's not what I wanted. That is not what I wanted. And we can't get rocks up again. Are you kidding me? This is not... I'm not playing well now. I got frazzled over some nonsense thing from earlier. He goes for the EQ. That does finish us off. We can come in with this now, I guess. Or we can come in with Gyarados, but we can't one-shot this thing unless we get up a couple of Dragon Dances, because for some reason, Clefable just takes hits like crazy. We're going to trace the Mold Breaker, so I don't know that that does anything for us. Looking at the rest of his team, it does not appear as though it does. I don't think he's going to do anything but just leave this in. I don't think he wants to switch anything else in on this. Nope, we're going to Psyshock. And we can't KO the Gyarados, so I think he just wins. Because the Clefable's going to come in. Going to protect. He's going to go for the T-Wave. We're going to disable that, but he's going to get more lefties, and he can just Moonlight, and it's just not going to be fun. There's the disable, so no more T-Wave for you. We haven't shown that off yet, so that's cool. We can, I guess, at this point, try to set up with Gyarados. And try to get some Moxie boosts going. How long? I'm really afraid that he's not going to stay disabled long enough. But I guess we have to try. I don't know what else to say. We have to try. We got the disable off. That is the most important thing. He's thinking about what he wants to do now, that's for sure. He is going to switch out into his own Gyarados. Oh, and he gets the Intimidate off. I did not want that to happen. Did not want that to happen at all. Does he outspeed us? I don't know if he outspeeds us. I'm legitimately not sure. But we have to go for a Dragon Dance. He's going to switch the Clefable back in to T-Wave. And now something has to get T-Waved. Great. Great, 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 great. Because I can't kill everything. That puts me in a terrible position. I hate this thing. I really do. We have to hope for a flinch. Is that really what we're doing? We're not even at +1. Unless I just continually Dragon Dance. And even then, I don't know that we're going to outspeed things. We're just going to keep Dragon Dancing. That's what we're going to do. He's going to T-Wave because that's all this thing does, apparently. Oh, no, 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 no. Why did I do that? That's why. Oh, he's unaware. I mentioned that earlier in the video. Why did I do that? That was such a stupid play. That's why Waterfall was not doing as much at +1. I mentioned that he was unaware and it didn't click for some reason. And we're going to lose this match. I cannot believe that. Oh, that's frustrating that I'm such a bad player. There's the Waterfall. It does 34%. We have to just keep going for Waterfalls, I guess. He's banking on the Power Hacks. I can't stand it when people do that. Really? Banking on the Power Hacks. He's running out of Moonlights. I mean, at least we have lefties, but it's not helping us. It's not helping us. Because we can't get the kill in time. And he's going to go for a Moonlight again here. It's my guess. No, he just goes for the Moonblast to finish us off. So, Alakazam's going to come back out here. And I don't know what you're going to do, to be honest. You may think I'm going to protect and just go for a Moonlight. I'm just going to Psyshock you. Does 44%, and he does go for the Moonblast, which it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter at this point because we lost. It's going to be a 2-0 in my opponent's favor. After all of that, it's going to be like 49 turns or whatever. The Volcarona comes in safely, and he can get up a Quiver Dance or just try to kill me off. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. There's the Psyshock, 92% with rocks. That would have been a super, super dead Volcarona. But what you gonna do? What you gonna do? He left before I could even give him a GG, although I don't know if I wanted to. I don't really like the way you play that Clefable. I'm not sure if he played better than me or not. I did make some silly plays though, so I really didn't play the best, so I guess, you know, you can't expect to win if you play like that, especially derping on the unaware. And I guess that's what I get for just not being a big time OU player this gen. I don't know. Those are things that you forget. Anyway, hope you guys managed to enjoy the video. Nonetheless, maybe you learned something about unaware Clefable, or I don't know what. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and that is it for part 3. I will see you guys tomorrow for part number 4. But until then, game on.